welcome to a new video on the channel. Today we are going to be looking at how I set up for the month of November. As you can tell by the really odd angle, I am not filming this as I usually do. I have taken footage of me setting up the entire monthly setup. However, I'm not 100% sure if it's very good. I normally do this at my desk, but I am currently on bed rest. I ended up hurting my foot quite badly last week and I was hoping to be better by now, but time is ticking and I can still use my hands, and I have this wonderful bed desk, or bed table, so I used that to set up for the month of December. So hopefully there'll be some footage and I'll do the rest as a flip through. As I have been doing for the months prior, from September and October, I've been doing collages. So as you can see, for the month of October I did a witchy one that followed the very Secret Society of Irregular Witches by 𝓘𝓽𝓮𝓮, and then in September I also did Defy the Night and Once Upon a Broken Heart aesthetics, because both of those books had sequels come out that month. This month I've decided to go with a romance, and let me just grab a clip really quick because it doesn't want to sit flat anymore. This book is very chunky. Okay, so I went with a romance and I chose Book Lovers by Emily Henry. It has been one of my favourite books that I read this year and one of my favourite couples that I've read to date. I do apologise that it is a little bit on the sensory side, so however, it really went with the aesthetics, and I love this quote so much from the book. So if you haven't read Book Lovers, I highly recommend it. It is fantastic, and Emily Henry is one of those authors you either love or hate, and I thankfully love her. So this is the aesthetic that I went with, and Charlie and Nora are just your typical workaholics and just really complement each other well. They get each other well, whilst other people may think of them as harsh or cruel, or they're just really misunderstood by a lot of people. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this is looking. Took a little bit to figure out how I was going to lay out all the photos in this one because I wanted to do it differently, and I also opted to use some washi tape. Now I'm no good at figuring out where to put washi tape, so it looks a little cluttered now, but I'm still happy that I decided to add the element in. I also tried to make things easier for myself by using my Cricut to cut out stickers of the headers, but I'm not sure. I think it's the paper quality of the sticker paper. It's really thin, and so I struggled to get it to not rip when I was trying to replace it a few times, and yeah, some of it's not straight and it's really driving me insane, but that is the easiest part that I had really overall, because I didn't want to sit there and try and angle the book, so I could trace out these lovely headers and then ink them in myself. I had to make it a little bit of a convenience setup this month. Flipping over to the monthly view, and it has changed. So I have been finding that my choice to do a social media tracker down the side here is just simply a waste of space. I haven't utilized it enough over the last 3 or so months, and I don't feel as though I care enough to know what I'm posting each day on my social media to track it and schedule it ahead of time. I can easily track that on my digital planning that I have definitely picked up over the last few months, and also I tend to put just little sticky notes here with the week set up of what I want to post on social media, so I don't think I need to have it like permanently here. I just stopped filling it in, so I've instead put my library haul section here and books brought. Now I hate these headers so much, but like I said, we're not going to get too pedantic about the setup this time around, since I limited in angle of how I can see things and straighten things up with this little table. But I am still happy that I continued on with this really lovely brown theme. I used Crayola Super Tips, no, not Crayola Super Tips, the Colours of the World Crayolas. I really love these. I don't get enough opportunity to use them, so I decided that I would use only browns this month to sort of go with the bookish vibe, and I really enjoy the colours that I did choose. So, but I'm not too sure how I'm going to fill these two spots in exactly. I have been really slack at filling in my books brought or hauled over the months for the last 3 months. I have no idea what the tally is at, so hopefully over November I'll be able to figure out a way to make that actually work, because otherwise that's a pointless section that we might need to remove for 2023 and just digitally track the books I buy. And then the library haul, I actually haven't been going to the library physically, but I definitely have been using their services for audiobooks, so this is more so like an audiobook tracker. I suppose I should rename it, but for now it'll just continue as the library haul since I get them from the library. Flipping over to my usual page, the TBR prompts and arcs and buddy reads are always lumped together. For the last couple of months I've actually been doing readathons, so this page here was just simply dedicated to prompts and this was just TBR, but to condense it down for this month I decided to just put it over this 1-2 page spread and go back to my old roots of doing that. So I have filled in, since filming the actual setup of this page and my TBR, and also the prompts that I have for my TBR game, because I filmed that. So that's why they're there. I've also put down some of the buddy reads that I will be taking part in next month, and I've left the arc space clear because I need to figure out what arcs I'm going to have read by this point before chucking them on the page. I have enjoyed using my blue scribble, what is it called? Smooth Scribbler? Is that what it's called? Yes, this pen right here, it's from Typo. I'm not sure if that's a brand outside of Australasia, but it is one of the bookish type of stores here. And I really enjoy this pen a great deal. It writes really smoothly, as it is called, and it is a 0.7mm gel ink pen. I guess it's a bit like a Muji pen. I've never used one before though, so I can't really make that comparison, but the canister makes me think of Muji. Anyway, I'm really enjoying the blue with the brown, and I'm hopeful that I will get through these books this month coming, because I haven't finished an entire TBR at all this year, I don't think. So my goal is to try and be really diligent and get all 10 books read. It might be that Cursed will let me down because it is coming out in the middle of the month, but I will no doubt consume it as soon as it's in my hands, so we'll see. I'm really hopeful that this will be a good productive hub for me for the upcoming month. And again, I just carried over that aesthetic of another picture. I did that on the other page as well. And yeah, like I said, I'm not very good with the washi tape layout, but I will get there. And the last page that we set up on camera together is the reading log, and it's just very plain because obviously this becomes very information heavy. There's a hair there over the month, so as you can see, I've just gone bare minimum. I've stuck in my stickers that I created for the spreads for the rating, and just kept it with the brown. I did use only one piece of washi and sort of balanced the heading on it like it's a bookshelf. And then I've got this quote down here from Book Lovers as well, and it says, Your Nightmare Brain is my absolute favourite Stevens, which is Nora's last name. I really, yeah, it's very plain. Not the greatest to look at, but like I said, convenience. And I had to print this out on printer paper rather than use it as a sticker because there wasn't enough room on that one piece of sticker paper for it to fit. But I really do like the headers. Both headers I got are called New York, so this one is just called New York, and then this one's called New York Signature. I tend to try and do that. They're both for personal use and, well, free for personal use, and you can find them on dafont.com. I will have that in every tool that I've used in the description below. So thank you so much for stopping by and having a look through my journal with me today. Like I said, I have no idea while I'm filming this whether or not any of the actual footage I took of this month's setup worked. But if it does, I will be sharing it in this video. Thank you for stopping by and sharing some time with me today. I hope you're all well, and I will see you for another video very soon. Bye everyone.